In the beginning of mankind, humanity struggled to survive. The land was harsh, casualties were high, and after a certain point, human civilization was unable to spread any further. During the same time, a cosmic battle between the gods was taking place in an insurgent attempt to overthrow the king of the gods. The battle had been raging on for centuries, and the king's defeat drew near. One day, a lowly servant girl named Aurelia decided to flee from the cruelty of her masters. She traveled far and wide to find a better life, but ended up stranded in the wilderness during the harshness of winter's end. In her moment of desperation, a gift was sent to her from the heavens in the form of a bolt of lightning. Unbeknownst to her, this was the king of the gods' final gift to humanity. With these new powers, Aurelia's status quickly rose from a mere servant to royalty, as she was believed to be chosen by the king of the gods to use his power to help humanity. The girl Aurelia was married by a prominent member of a ruling family, and she had 4 sons, each of which inherited a unique power from their mother. The sons quickly grew jealous of one another's power and often fought, much to their mother's dismay. As the children grew, they began to accumulate their own followings as their powers increased. The people believed they would lead humanity to new heights. Under these new leaders, humanity flourished, growing into 4 large nations, with each son becoming a king. As time went on and the offspring of Aurelia multiplied, her power was inherited by her descendants. Each nation mastered a specific power based on the power originally inherited by their king. They were the Adenine warriors, the Thymene tribe, the Cytosine kingdom, and the Guanine empire. Societies in each nation advanced quickly, but of the 4, the Guanine empire emerged as the most powerful. Though humanity was prosperous, territory disputes and military conflicts were far too common among the nations. To maintain their superiority, the Guanine empire created an expansionary fleet to find new land and resources to advance the nation even further. The Guanine Empire's ships sailed to the ends of the earth in search of more resources and powerful relics. On the 29th day of February, after a particularly harrowing storm, one of these ships, the Emerald Sea, which was carrying with it 4 Guanine sailors, came across a mysterious, uncharted island where the sailors were fated to make a discovery that would change the course of history. After narrowly avoiding death in the storm, the sailors arrived on the mysterious island and began their quest of epic proportions. The 4 sailors were Quintus, the captain, Ovisca, the cartographer, Yut, the first mate, and Isidore, the weapons master. sailors just managed to make it to land and quickly regrouped to plan out their next course of action.
I thought that storm would be the end of us. Well done, crew.
We're not out of the woods yet, Captain. We don't even know where we are. None of this matches the maps the expansionary fleet has.
Let's just be thankful we're on solid ground. We're gonna be stuck here until we find a way off this island.
You're right. We haven't managed to find anything helpful for the king. We cannot return empty-handed. Going back now is out of the question. I wonder if any of the other ships have had any success.
We have our mission. Let's stick to it. Worrying about the others won't do us any good. If we can't find anything helpful for the king, we at least need food. Let's move inward and start exploring. We can make camp in the evening.
The sailors journeyed towards the inland for many days and nights, but some of the crew started to question the real reason behind their mission.
It's been such a difficult journey. Wondering if what we're looking for is even worth it.
I have to agree. There was something strange about that storm that hit us before. I've never seen anything like it. I want to help the Guanine Empire, but this mission, it seems like it may not be worth it. What is so special about these islands anyway?
Let's keep our heads up, men. We all knew what we signed up for. We knew the risks. Maybe we can still find something of use for the Empire.
The expansion charter, something about the wording seemed overly specific. Do we even know what it is we are looking for? They mentioned something about ancient relics, among other things. What does that even mean?
I've never actually thought about it. I always assumed we were just looking for areas rich in a certain resource or strategic military locations.
You are right, but now that I think about it, we're already rich in farmland and resources, and we already own all the islands around the other nations.
Captain, you were subject to special briefings at the Academy, were you not? Did they tell you something maybe they did not tell us?
Well, they really only don't tell you at the Academy for security reasons. They can't risk the other nations catching on, so I think it's fine to tell you now. You're all carriers of Aurelia's power, so you know the stories, correct? Do you believe the stories? As far as anyone is aware, the legends are true. It was a special bolt of lightning that gave Aurelia her powers, some of which have been passed to us. Do you know what the implications of this gift were?
It was said to be the last gift of a dying god, no?
Exactly. According to the brass, this entire ocean used to be part of the continent. When Aurelia received her powers, a great tremor rocked the world, destroying vast parts of the continent.
The captain is right. The legends say that the Middle Ocean was created by the death of a god. These islands are all that remain, and most of them don't even show up on our charts.
That's what they say. This area has always been dangerous for explorers. Many have gone out, but few have returned.
So we're supposed to be looking for the remains of a god?
Not quite, but it's possible that his death imbued some of his power in the surrounding areas. The scholars believe the reasons for the strange occurrences are some leftover divine power.
Well, then we've got to be onto something. If this is the last bit of land that is left, there's got to be something significant about it. I wonder, is it possible that we've been led here by something?
I don't know. All we can do is continue searching. Unfortunately, that's all I know. I don't know what they're going to use our findings for.
I have a good feeling, like we were meant to be here.
Yut's intuition would continue to serve the sailors well, and so they marched forward on their adventure. Little did they know, but the sailors were on the verge of an incredible discovery.
Let's make camp here.
Can I ask you all what it is that convinced you to join this mission? You knew it was perilous.
I wanted to explore the world. You see, my family is not so rich, so I wanted to make maps so that everybody could see how vast the world is.
I really couldn't tell you. I always follow my gut. And when I saw the campaign poster, I just knew it. It was like destiny. What about you, Isidore?
I wanted to be a part of something bigger than myself, something that I could tell my family about. I was on the front lines with the ward, with the Cyclocene Kingdom, and I know firsthand what they are capable of. I want to help the Guanine Empire so that I can honor those, my comrades, who gave their lives for the Empire. What about you, Captain?
For me, it was a no-brainer. My family's been in service to the king since long before I was born. I was just the next in a long line of military leaders.
Oh, so you never really had a choice then?
Not really, but that's okay with me. I'm with Yud here. It was just something that felt right. But enough about me. We should get back to the task at hand.
I feel as we are getting close to something. We have been searching for days. Why don't we check over by that waterfall? Comrades, look at this!
The Guanine sailors were amazed at the mysterious yet powerful stone they had discovered. Though they did not yet know its full significance, the sailors undoubtedly felt the raw power that had been imbued within the stone. They knew they had to take their finding back to the Guanine king. After some time, they were rescued by another ship in the expansionary fleet and sailed back to the Guanine Empire. There they made way for the Guanine castle to present the discovery to the great Guanine king, Zalzalak.
Explorers, you have done an excellent job. Made a great discovery for your nation. Your names will not soon be forgotten. I can confidently say you'll be hearing from me again. I look forward to seeing you soon.
King Zalzalak obsessed over the stone for many months, attempting attempting to unlock the secrets of its power. After some time, Zalzalak managed to discover the great mystery hidden within, and so he summoned the sailors back to the castle to present them with a gift.
Welcome back. I invite you here today with a unique opportunity, a reward, as your service to your empire.
An offer, my lord?
The stone that you have recovered has been forged into 4 mighty weapons. You have all thoroughly proven that you are worthy of wielding such power.
What kind of weapons, my lord?
A sword, a bow, a staff, and a spear. Each one imbued with immense power, and when brought together, it can unlock the power of the gods. My request for you is to take up these armaments and become the country's most powerful line of defense. But there are additional responsibilities.
What are these responsibilities, my lord?
These weapons contain a hidden ritual that will allow us to turn a man into a deity. I will be the recipient of the first ritual. I will attain godlike powers and will use them to ensure the future of the Guanine Empire. Will you join me?
Anything for the Empire, my king. I accept your offer.
As do I.
As do I. As do I.
Wonderful. And the Guanine weapons are now yours. You will all live here now in the Guanine Castle. You are now an arm of the royal family. Your days of struggle are over. Congratulations, gentlemen. A bright future awaits all of us.
And so the sailors became the Guanine Squad, with their first mission being the performance of the ritual on King Zalzalak. The king summoned the squad on the 29th of February to perform the Guanine ritual, where he would receive some of the power that had been left over by the god who had perished in the Middle Ocean, that same power that had been originally given to the girl Aurelia.
Assume the ritual position, Guanine Squad.
It looks like we were successful. What do we do now, Captain?
King Zalzalak predicted the soul of a man cannot last long acting as a god. We must perform this ritual every few years to ensure the prosperity of the nation and the safety of those involved.
So, until then,
We will act as the sword of the nation.
Yes, Captain. We will defend the nation from that which we could not before.
Thus concludes the story of the very first Guanine Squad. With the ritual complete, King Zalzalak ascended to a higher plane of existence, where he possessed significantly more power. To ensure that the Guanine Empire lived on, he enacted what would come to be known as the Curse of Zalzalak. Every 500 years or so, one of the former king's descendants would receive the power of Aurelia through a bolt of lightning. He believed that his descendants would use that power for the sake of the Empire. The Guanine Empire would enter a new era of growth, with Zalzalak, a man-made god, watching over them. They far surpassed the other nations. The ritual was repeated to replace the false god every 4 years. The Guanine Empire prospered for over a millennia under the vigilant watch of the Guanine Squad. After quite some time, more than a millennia to be exact, The Guanine Empire had become fractured and highly polarized. The weapons were used against each other in a great civil war, laying waste to massive portions of the empire. To prevent further destruction and in an attempt to preserve the empire, the Guanine weapons were sealed away. With these powerful weapons gone and much of the kingdom laid to waste, the Guanine Empire, deeply weakened by the war, was slowly conquered by the Cytazine Kingdom, the Thymene tribe, and the Adenine warriors. Despite the Guanine Empire's weakened state, the war was gruesome, and by the end of the conflict, the 4 nations born of Aurelia were all reduced to nothing more than small tribes scattered among the rest of humanity. Although the truth had stayed hidden for many years, February 29th remains a mystical day that carries with it a complicated history. Aurelia's blessing, the discovery of the Guanine sailors, the Guanine ritual, and the curse of Zalzalak. It is undoubtedly a day where Guanine powers are heightened to immense levels. A truth that would forever alter the flow of history.